What's up, everybody? It's your girl Lexani Love. I know it has been a while since I brought you a video. And I thought about you guys today because, of course, it is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And first and foremost, I want to tell you guys how extremely thankful I am for you guys liking my videos, sharing my videos, subscribing to my YouTube. It means a lot to know that there are people who are being touched and are being helped through my messages. So I'm so very grateful and thankful for you. And this is not on the topic of my message today, but like I just said, thankful and gratefulness. And I want you guys to remember this today while you are with your loved ones and family for Thanksgiving. There is a difference between being grateful and being thankful. Thankful is an action, and grateful or gratitude is a feeling. So, for example, you say thank you to somebody for holding a door, thank you for somebody for fixing your plate or whatever. It's an action. Gratitude, on the other hand, is a feeling. It's where you feel that genuine sense of gratefulness, thankfulness. For example, like when I was in a car wreck and I was able to, immediately after I realized I opened my eyes and I was still alive, it was that, oh my God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you so much, thank you, God, thank you, God. I'm so grateful. Like in that moment, it's that feeling in you where you feel that sense of gratefulness. So just today, remember, like I said, there is a difference between being thankful and grateful. Although they are along the same lines, make sure that you are thankful and that you are grateful and you are showing gratitude. There's a difference between, and I keep saying thankfulness and gratefulness, and there is a difference, but I mean thankfulness and gratitude. Being thankful and showing gratitude are two different things. One is an action, thank you, thank you, thank you, and one is a feeling. Oh my God, I'm so very grateful and thankful for you guys, and I really am. So like I said, thank you guys, and don't forget to tell your friends about me. Don't forget to like and share and comment, and make sure you subscribe because it helps me to continue to get these messages to other people. So let me get into my message for today. A lot of times we hear this, oh, love yourself or nobody else will, which if you heard that and you kind of feel like, well, what do you necessarily mean by that? And a simpler terms, it's just basically telling a person or saying that unless you love yourself, no one else will love you. And I want to bring the truth to you today. I want to bring a truth to you today. The truth is that you cannot possibly love yourself unless you have been loved and are loved. Yeah, I know. Here you go, Lex, with these deeper meanings. There's definitely a deeper meaning to that. And it's so very true. And I'm going to tell you why it's so true. It's true because the capacity to love, like genuinely love, it can't be built in isolation. It just can't. The capacity to love cannot be built in isolation. And if a person was not loved, or if they wasn't surrounded by love, and they were in a state to where they were growing and learning through life by themselves, they didn't have the proper role model or the proper nurturing and caring that they needed, then sometimes they start to form these outside opinions of what love is or what love looks like. And trust me, knowing what love is and learning love is not just like some magical endpoint that you eventually get to. It's a lifelong process. And even some of us who were surrounded by love and know what love is, we still are constantly learning through experiences that we go through, how to maximize that love and be better at that love. So no, it's not something that comes very easy. It is something that you definitely, it takes time to learn. Excuse me. Something is really bothering me right now. But within me saying that, you can absolutely love someone else and not love yourself. Yeah, you can. Because like I said, some of those people who may have been through things, they know deep inside what they needed, what they wanted, and what they didn't have. So there are some people who starts to reciprocate that feeling of what they were searching for, and they know that, oh, I didn't get these hugs, I didn't get these I love yous, or I'm thankful, I'm grateful for you, I didn't get that, so I'm going to make sure that I do that with the next person. And then you have some people who, because they didn't get it, they don't necessarily go out and give it. They kind of turn around and repeat that same cycle with other people. So yes, you know, you may have heard different, but you can absolutely love yourself. Love others if you don't love yourself. Some days it will be easier to love yourself, and some days it, you know, might be harder. And some days there may be things that you gain this self-acceptance of yourself for, and there are some things where you may just feel like it's just too hard for you to gain that self-acceptance, you know, of yourself, who you are, what you like, what your flaws is, what type of lifestyle you want. There may be some things that may be kind of hard for you to understand and get to that point on. And you might start to accept certain aspects of your life, and then you might, you know, start to reject other aspects of your life. All in all, it is a struggle, and the journey to self-love, you know, it's an ongoing process. Like I said, it's not something that you just get in a day or two. And no, I'm not saying that, you know, you have to wait till you're like in a space to where you're completely accepting yourself and in total acceptance to let other people into your life. But what I am saying is, if you focus on yourself, focus on, like I said, growing and loving and knowing what it is that you like and what you want, then you'll start to attract genuine love. Because truth be told, you know, when you're not truly loving yourself and you're seeking for somebody else to love you, you're attracting that same energy. You're attracting that somebody that's broken. And when we're broken, most of the time we're hurt. And yeah, that saying, hurt people is very true. You guys are just going to keep clashing, and you're going to keep bumping heads and keep hurting one another. And you don't want to do that. And like I said, it doesn't mean that that person doesn't genuinely love you. Maybe they just don't know how to properly love you, and it can get toxic. Rather, if you just focus on yourself and they focus on themselves, even if you're in a relationship and you notice that this is happening, take some time away and focus on one another, and get to grow and love one another and accept, you know, what it is that you want in your life and what you like and what you're looking for. And if it's meant to be, it will come back together. But as long as you stay together in this broken love, it's going to be toxic, and it's going to end up hurting you even more. And it's going to really take a toll on your self-love, because you're going to start feeling like it's something wrong with you. So you have to truly know yourself and love yourself first. So while that saying, love yourself or no one else will, is true, people have to also understand the underlying, the deeper meaning behind it, which is a person cannot possibly be loved the right way if they don't know what loving themselves is like. And if they've never been loved, or if they're not loved, it's going to be hard. You do have some people who, you know, are awesome. You know, they come into your life and they see you broken. They see you don't love yourself. You're struggling, and they're completely at a point in life to where they love themselves, and they are kind of willing to help be by your side and help mold and shape you and help you to grow. And that's awesome. That is so very awesome if you have somebody like that in your life. But most of the time, it's hard for people to take on that. So again, like I said, today is Thanksgiving. I am so very grateful for you guys. I want you to be thankful for one another. I want you to make sure that you are most of all thankful for yourself, and love yourself. Love yourself. Be thankful for what you look like, what you feel, the people who's around you, what job you work at. Like, just be thankful for everything that has to do with yourself. And then in abundance, more and more blessings and more love will start to trickle itself in your life. And you'll realize that life is so much better. And real quick, let me share something personal. My journey of self-love was a long one, and that's entirely a different video. I will definitely get into that. But just to give you just, you know, a gist of it, it was so hard. I struggled with self-esteem for the longest, accepting myself, my flaws and all. It was very hard. And I think I began to really love and accept myself for who I am. Once I start to face reality and truth, sometimes you got to look in the mirror. And you got to say, what is it that hurts me about this? Why am I crying over this? Why does this bother me so much? Why when this person does this action or says this thing, it tears me up and I break down inside? Why? And when you get to the root of that and you address that problem and slowly build yourself up and slowly overcome these obstacles and these problems you're facing, that is then when love will find itself into your life. It's your girl Lexani Love. I hope that this message touched you, found you, helped you. Please tell somebody else about it if you know that it will help them as well. Again, it is Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving.